In this lesson, we will explore several useful JavaScript object methods: hasOwnProperty, Object.freeze, Object.keys, Object.values, and Object.entries. By the end of this lesson, you will understand what these methods do and how to use them with examples from our bar employees. Let's start with our bartender and waitress objects. We want to check if our employees have a salary property because we suspect we forgot to note salary for each employee. We can use hasOwnProperty for that purpose. Let waitress has salary equals waitress hasOwnProperty salary. And the result is false, and bartender has salary is bartender hasOwnProperty salary, and the result is also false. So our employees don't have salary property yet. We can check what properties our objects have by extracting all object property keys. To see a list of object keys, we can use the Object.keys method, which returns an array of given object property names. So bartender keys equals object keys bartender, and waitress keys is object keys waitress. And both return first name, last name, age, and supervisor. As you can see, both bartender and waitress have the same properties, and salary is not among them. We can check object values in a similar manner using the Object.values method. This method returns an array of a given object property values. For example, bartender values equals object values bartender, and waitress values equals object values waitress. And as you can see, the values differ between the bartender and the waitress, as expected. We can also get key value pairs in the form of a list using Object.entries, which returns an array of a given object's enumerable property key value pairs. For example, bartender entries equals Object.entries bartender. And we get a list of key value pairs in the form of arrays. We will learn more about arrays and how to work with them in the next chapter. Another useful method is Object.freeze. Let's say we want to prevent further modifications on our employees, like changing property values or adding and deleting properties. We can achieve that like this. Object.freeze bartender, and then bartender first name equals Jack. This will not change the first name property. And bartender salary equals 1200. This will not add a new property. If we try console log salary, console log bartender salary, salary is undefined. To summarize, hasOwnProperty checks if an object has a specific property. Object.keys returns an array of an object property names or keys. Object.values returns an array of an object property values. Object.entries returns an array of an object's own enumerable property key value pairs. And Object.freeze freezes an object, making it immutable.